What's up, everybody? It's week 6, and we're definitely going to have a better week than we did in week 5, because week 5 was fucking trash. So, without further ado, let's get it started. First off, tonight, we got the 49ers and the Seahawks. Well, this game is going to be really good. You got Brock Purdy, you got Deebo Samuel, you got Brandon Ayuk on one side, and you got Geno Smith and Tyler Lockett, DK Metcalf, Kenneth Walker the third on the other side. This game is going to be a really good Thursday night game. I think it's going to feature a lot of running from Kenneth Walker, a lot of running from Jordan Mason. Yeah, a little bit of passing from Geno Smith there. But I think the Seahawks are going to come away with the win here. I think they're going to overcome San Francisco. San Francisco right now is not looking so great without Christian McCaffrey in their backfield. So we're going to go with the Seahawks on this one. And then we wake up early on Sunday morning. We go to our local IHOP yet again. We order us a big fat stack of pancakes. And we tell our server, hey, put on the Chicago Bears and the Jacksonville Jaguars because we want to watch that game. We want to watch Trevor Lawrence actually perform pretty well, because in London, the Jacksonville Jaguars do pretty good. So we're going with the Jaguars over the Bears, because in nature, I think a Jaguar wins that fight anyways. Yeah. This next game is going to be a fun one. You have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the New Orleans Saints. Now this one, it's going to be Baker Mayfield on one side, throwing the ball, slinging the rock over to Chris Godwin and Mike Evans. On the other side, you're not going to have Derek Carr slinging the rock. No, you're going to have Alvin Kamara pushing that rock. He's going to be hitting that line. He's going to be catching them screens. But I think the Buccaneers are going to know that they're going to need to rely on Alvin Kamara. So you're going to hear that cannon in Tampa Bay. Oh, too bad they're not in Tampa Bay. Anyways, if they were, you'd be hearing that cannon going boom, 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 as the Tampa Bay Buccaneers go on to beat the New Orleans Saints. That's right. Yes, sir. And then we got the game of the week. That's right. I said it. The game of the week. You have a rookie coming up as a new prospect for MVP, taking on the former and the two-time MVP in Lamar Jackson. That's right. You got two great quarterbacks going to be battling out a young rookie star by the name of Jaden Daniels taking on Lamar Jackson. It's going to be a really fun game to watch. Game of the week. You heard it. But guess what? Derrick Henry, he runs the ball like a beast. He's a monster. And the Baltimore Ravens have definitely learned how to use that two-headed running monster, and they're going to run it all over the Washington Commanders, and unfortunately, they're going to beat them down. That's right. Boom! Pow! Ugh. And then we have the Cardinals taking on the Packers. Now, the Cardinals have been a really sneaky good team. They beat San Francisco last week. The Packers, though, are a really good, efficient team. Jordan Love really knows how to toss that ball around, spread it around, feed everybody, and the defense knows how to stop teams when they need to. I think the Packers are going to take this one. It's not going to be a big win, but it is going to be a win for the Packers. Go, Pack, go. And then we have the Colts and the Titans. Anthony Richardson's going to be playing for this game. They do say that they don't want to use him running so much, so we're not going to know exactly how well this game is going to go. Tennessee Titans have a really stingy defense. They don't let a lot of passing yards. They don't let a lot of rushing yards go. I think they're leading the league in scrimmage yards completely allowed. So it's going to be a tough game for the Colts. I do think though that they are going to squeak away a win here, even though the Tennessee Titans got a really tough defense. And then after that, we have the Houston Texans taking on the New England Patriots. Well, the Patriots, we already know, are a motherfucking dumpster fire. I mean, look at it. They lost to the Dolphins last week. And the Dolphins, I hate to say, are a fucking dumpster fire right now. Yes, I said it. I'm so ashamed. I'm sorry. Anyways, so the Houston Texans are really phenomenal. C.J. Stroud over there slinging that rock around, getting first downs when he needs to with his legs. Just hopefully they'll have Joe Mixon back this week, and it'll be a lot better. If they have Joe Mixon back, this game is going to be like a walk in the park for the Houston Texans. Without Joe Mixon, the Patriots are going to give him a little bit of fuss, but either way, I think the Houston Texans are still going to take this game. Now we have the Browns and the Eagles. Question marks around the Browns. Deshaun Watson, like I said, is effing garbage. He needs to be tossed in the trash. Get rid of this guy, because he's no good. He's no good for nobody. Not the Browns, not the massage parlors, none of them. Just get him out of the NFL, because he sucks. And the Eagles are going to walk away with this one. Too much going on over there in the Browns. Even if they play Jameson Winston, is probably their best bet. Like, for the rest of the season, they should be starting Jameson Winston. He just got his eye surgery, so he might not throw so many INTs. Ha ha ha. Anyways, the next game is the Chargers and the Broncos. The Broncos have been on a roll. Bo Nix has been looking really good, but the Chargers have also been getting their feet under them. Justin Herbert seems to be looking pretty healthy now, and their run game is pretty efficient, and they do have a pretty efficient passing game. The defense in the Broncos, though, is pretty tough. Patrick Surtain out there in their backfield, I think he is going to get a couple of interceptions, and he might even get another INT. Pick 6 this week. But it's not going to be enough to keep up with what the Chargers are going to be able to do. I'm taking the Chargers on this one. That's just how it's going to roll out. And then we're going to go down and we're going to visit Las Vegas Raiders playing the Pittsburgh Steelers. And this is going to be a tough, gritty, low-scoring game between two great defenses. You have one that's, I think, not going to have Christian Wilkinson. I don't know. I have to go back and look at that one. We'll go back and look at that one, but I don't think he's playing. So their defense isn't going to be as good over there in Las Vegas. And then the Pittsburgh Steelers are coming off of their first loss of the season. Oh, man, these guys, they're looking pretty good. Justin Fields over there. So we're going to go with the Steelers over the Raiders here. We just think that Justin Fields is going to be able to do a little bit more with the Rock than the Raiders. Yes, sir. And then we have the Falcons and the Panthers. Kirko Chains over there in Atlanta, tossing that rock, making them Falcons look good. Yes, sir. But is it going to be good enough to take on the Panthers with Andy Dalton? Kind of bringing the Panthers back into the conversation. But their defense still kind of sucks over there in Carolina and Atlanta with Bijan Robinson and Kirko Chains, Drake London, Kyle Pitts, all them guys. I think they're going to be able to stomp out the Panthers. Yes, sir. And then we have the Lions and the Cowboys. Cowboys got a good win last week, right? Right? Yeah. Yeah, they didn't fucking play nobody. They still ain't shit. They're still fucking garbage. And the Lions are going to be good no matter what. They're going to have tough games. They're going to lose here and there. But either way, they're still going to win. They're relevant. And they're still going to make it to the playoffs. And on the way to the playoffs, they're going to beat the Cowboys. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And then you got the Bengals and the Giants. The Bengals and the Giants. The Giants had a sneaky win last week against Seattle off a nice blocked field goal kick into the end zone for a touchdown to seal the victory instead of going into overtime. That's how the Giants won their game last week. But the Bengals, as much as I hate to say, and as much as I do not like Joe Burrow, I do got to say the Bengals are not going to let some funky shit like that happen to them. No. They had a really good game last week against the Baltimore Ravens. Yes, they did. They almost won. They should have won that game, but there was a missed field goal at the end on that one, too. It was pretty questionable. It was just weird how the place kicker just dropped the ball. Weird. There's 3 dropped balls last week for kicks, which is weird. Anyways, yeah. So the Giants not gonna get a surprise win against the Bengals. We're going with the Bengals this week. They're gonna get the W over the Giants, and they're gonna move on to the next week. All right. So this last game, this Monday night game, has a lot on the line for the AFC East. The Jets have the opportunity to go 3-3 with the Buffalo Bills and take the lead in the AFC East. So let's break it down. The Jets haven't been looking so good offensively lately, but their defense has been really sound. So Aaron Rodgers has only been needing to put up so many points to win these games. They just fired their head coach, Robert Saleh, and have an interim head coach and just appointed a new OC. So things might be looking up for the New York Jets and the Buffalo Bills. They've went on. They won a couple good games, but they just lost 2 really important games against some good teams, and they didn't look good doing it. No, they looked pretty bad in those games, and Josh Allen actually suffered 2 concussions, or what might be 2 concussions. Who knows? No one's telling the truth. They're kind of just keeping it under wraps, Not going to go too much into it, but if it was Tua, it would be the other way around. Be blasting him in the media. But it's Josh Allen. They need Josh Allen on that team, because without Josh Allen, they're going to do trash. And that's why I think the Jets are going to win this game. I think the Jets defense is going to step up. I think the Jets are going to have a fire lit up under their ass, and they're going to win this game. They're going to beat the Buffalo Bills. They're going to go 3-3. They're going to take the lead in the AFC East, and they're going to give it a chance for the Dolphins to come back once Tua returns and make a comeback for the AFC East. We'll see how that goes. But yes, that has been your Week 6 picks by GOEL. Peace out.
Don't agree with it? That's too bad.
Like and subscribe anyways.